Luke, thanks for joining us at the Currumbin RSL in our very aesthetic spirit, Dan.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. So I just want to talk to you about your upcoming debut album release. You've been working on this for 12 months. It's called The Point of Difference.
Yeah.
What are you most excited for when finally be able to release this into the wild?
I think having the whole thing out, I'm really keen for people to listen to start to finish and like kind of listen to the whole thing, like more so than just having singles here and there. It would be cool for listening through the whole album and kind of see the journey that I've kind of tried to create for it. Yeah,
cool. And the last 12 months has been anything but normal, socially wise, with COVID and the rest. Where have you drawn a lot of your inspiration from when curating the track list?
It kind of worked out good for me because I was doing heaps and heaps of covers gigs and it was just kind of wearing on me. And then when all my gigs got cut out, I moved to the mountains of like Crystal Creek, which is like near Mooloolaba. And then I was just like walking my dog every day with my guitar around my back through the mountains, just like playing guitar again for the love of it. And I was like, man, I forgot how good this is. I love music. It's so much fun. And then I finished kind of writing my album through that time and just also came out of a relationship. So it was all a big change for me. And then that was where all the inspiration kind of came from. And then just got stuck in and finished it off.
So you avoided the face masks and the social distancing. Not a few tracks centred around COVID, I imagine.
No.
So I want to talk to you about your track Come On Over.
Yep.
So this one's been in your catalogue for a while.
Yeah.
You've been playing that for a few years.
I've had that. I used to be in a band called Timberbones years and years ago, and I wrote it it must have been 6 years ago, but never recorded it and always just kind of had it. And then when I was finally kind of doing my own music again, and I was like, I just want to record this song, and I've tried to record it a few different times and just never sort of came together. I really liked that like Sonia Dada song Lover, and I always thought, man, I want to have a song like this, it's so cool. And then I wrote that song, but it never recorded or sounded kind of that way, and then I kind of just went for it again and really liked it, so that's one I'm really stoked for.
Yeah, so you found your iteration that you like. Why is it now important for you to release that?
I think it's just that now the song's ready. Like I've recorded a few times, it's like, I think this is a good song, I really like this song, but I haven't nailed it and I don't want to just kind of release it that way. And then I did like half the production for this record myself, and that was one of the ones I recorded most of it myself, and I was like, oh man, I'm so stoked that I got to like play all the instruments. I did piano, I did the bass, I like programmed the drum beat and did all that stuff, and I was like just so excited that it all came together and sounded how I wanted for like kind of the first time. I was like, man, this is cool, I'm getting this. So
yeah, cool. Did a bit of stalking on you. I have done my research. I think you do speak a lot about honesty in art and honesty in music. How does that translate in what you produce?
I think there's been elements in the past that it hasn't been completely honest, like trying to make music that people would like and try and do all that stuff. And I think when all the COVID stuff hit and I was just in the mountains making music, I was like, I just want to make the songs I like. I don't care if people like them or not anymore. I just want to be able to play my music in front of people. That was the biggest thing. Like I'd made other songs with heaps of production that I was like, I can't just sit down and play my guitar and sing to people, which is like that's my biggest favourite thing about music, is to actually just entertain people, like around a campfire or anywhere, just to sing to people. And I wanted that in my music. I wanted that honesty of like just kind of putting it all on the table and being able to pick up a guitar and play the song. It's not like layered with all this stuff that the song relies so much on production. I kind of wanted to get something more raw.
Yeah, cool. And is that something that you and your producer, Blake Malone, worked with when producing this album? Is it something that was always conscious in your work and your process? Yeah,
he's been a big part to tell me to just be honest and just, find the bits that sometimes it's like you sing a perfect note, but it's like there's nothing about it that is interesting because it's too perfect. And he's always pushing to try and find those little moments in the music that's like, that's cool, you can hear the emotion in that, or that's raw, or like that little imperfection is what's making this interesting song. It's not just music now, it's a story and stuff.
Yeah, unreal. I want to talk a bit about how you're local. You live on the Gold Coast. You wrote locally, in a sense. And you've played Currumbin a few times.
Yeah.
What's it like coming up with your debut release? You got your event coming on the 12th of December. What's it like being able to announce it somewhere where you're in familiar territory?
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool playing here as well because I love the people here, and it's one of my favourite venues to play at, like playing out on the back deck. But it's cool to be doing like a full band performance, like doing my own music, like up in the Soundlounge. I'm really excited for that. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. It's like it's got your friends. The friends are here. It's a bit like family, and I guess it kind of leads me to talking about your next track, go for it. Now I heard there's an amusing story behind this.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Can you talk to me a little bit about what this story is? But what I really want to know is, how do you transform memory into track? What is your process? So walk me through it.
Okay, so Blake and I were going up to our friend Bundle's house because all the fires were happening in Beachmont. And Bundle's really like, I fight for my own house, and I will protect the fire myself. And we were like, he was like adamant that he's going to stop the fire at his house by himself. So we decided we'd go up and help him with every fireman's tools, a carton of beer and a guitar. So we got up there and we're sitting on his porch looking down the hill, and there's like a small fire. I'm like, I don't think it's coming. But then when we realized it wasn't coming, we just got really, really hammered. And then we're just like playing guitar all night. And we just had like the iPhone recording all night, and like I'd play some chords, and then we'd just all be chatting, and then Bundle would be like, oh, that song, that's so cool. And then like we'd be playing it, and then I'd be like, what do you think what words that are coming to you when we're playing this song? And he's like, it's like you go for it. And after all, I can't really do his accent.
Of course, yeah.
I can't forget, is he like, I don't know if he's like Austrian or something. Where is Bundle from? Czechoslovakia, yeah. And yeah. So then we had this iPhone recording, and Blake and I in the studio, like this must be a couple of weeks later, and we were like, well, let's scroll through these recordings, see if we can find anything. And then we found like this little snippet of that song. We're like, this is cool. This is a cool vibe. And then we sat down and like wrote that song, and then we ended up using a snippet of that iPhone recording of Bundle like coming up with the words and us coming up with the melodies, like the little end part of the song, which is real cool to have like that, like just come together so well and have that little moment of like, that's when the song happened. Like it happened on this mountain while the fires were coming, drinking beers like, with mates playing. Like that's what music's about, really. Like that, it feels so pure, that song, to me, because it's just friends having fun writing music together. So.
A heavy theme in your upcoming album is self-belief. How do you manage your own self-doubt, or how do you believe in yourself? And
I mean, I'm still trying. It's always like something, like just to keep believing in yourself and not get caught up in numbers or like comparing yourself to other people and stuff, and just kind of, just trying to be the next step better person than you were the day before, like trying to better yourself and believing in yourself. But I don't know, it's just, I think you just got to do things in the face of fear. Like you just can't let the worry of something not working stop you from doing it, because then you'll never know. It's like in that Last Dance documentary, Michael Jordan talks about like, oh man, what if you miss the shot? It's like, I never think about missing a shot I haven't taken. Like, why would I do that? That's stupid. Like, so I'm trying to do more and more of that. Just do it. Just like do gigs and put your songs out there and keep going, and just keep doing it. Like, don't let anyone stop you. So.
Yeah, cool. Now, you've got your new album coming out. You've been playing for a few years. You've finally compiled your work. We're going to be able to listen to this before the end of the year. What do you want listeners to take away from your album? Any lessons or values that you think that you've imbued in there?
I mean, I don't know, whatever they want. I just hope there's messages in there for them. I don't think there's anything in particular that I'd want people to take away from it. I'd like them to like hear the music and kind of like, be cool to hear back things that I didn't think people would take away from the music, like by listening to it. But I think a big theme is like believing in yourself, going for it, and like that we don't have much time here, so you just got to do what you love, like no matter what it is. If you spend your days doing something that you don't enjoy, that's just not a good way to live your life.
Well, Luke, Pauley, thank you very much for joining me today. Thanks for coming.
In the spirit, Dan.
In the spirit, Dan. Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers.